So let's talk about the three-step channel method for dealing with pricing issues. And this, by the way, is probably one of the most common fears that people have once they get past the gatekeeper and make a presentation. When starting off in sales, you may go to a meeting and then freeze when it comes down to talking money, right? You may try and disguise the dollar amount the cheesy way, like saying, this will cost you $50K, instead of saying, this will cost you $50,000. What's more professional? But the main mistake most people make is not first asking the client what their expectations are. You can learn so much by asking questions and remain in control of the selling situation by asking questions. You just present them and pray the prospect got something out of it. Now, when it comes to sales and in the middle of a meeting, the client asks the question, so how much does this cost? It means you are no longer in control of the situation. But there is a technique known as the channel method that can help you talk money. This method is a framework for finding out how much your client is willing to spend, even if you aren't comfortable talking money. And most people are not. This is an important concept because it will save you from endless proposals that go nowhere, and find out the most your client is willing to spend, all right now in just a few moments. It's so easy to do. Eliminate your fears and do these things. Step 1, the channel method, asking the setup question. In your initial meeting with the prospect, if you're seeing signs that they like what you see, you ask this magically simple question. What is your budget? You can even modify the question a few ways, like, what do you typically budget for something like this? You seem interested, you say to them. Do you have a budget for something like this? Those are all qualifying questions, aren't they? Basically, this is a setup question. Almost certainly, they never just throw out a number. People don't want you to know. This question is to show you how motivated they are as a buyer. Watch for their reaction. There's some bad answers. You don't want to hear, but, well, you do want to hear them, and then you want to leave. You know, we're really just looking. This means they're just shopping around and using you for free information. See ya. Goodbye. I got another appointment with so-and-so across the street. They've already told me they want to purchase this exact same product. Or how about the competition down the street? Well, I'm sorry, I have to leave, and I have a meeting with so-and-so. I think they do about the same thing you guys do, don't they? That'll scare the dickens out of them. We're just in research mode, they say. This means they're not ready to spend money. They either don't have money or they're not willing to spend any money right now. Or how about this one? Well, all new projects are on hold right now. That means they don't have a budget. They're just shopping. They just want to learn from you. Extract yourself from the meeting and say, well, why don't you call me once you decide what you want to do? And give them the alternative choice close. Would you like me to come back next month, same day, about the same time? Or would you like me to come back in about 2 weeks? What's best for you? Alternative choice close. Find out when they're no longer in research mode. You with me? Good answers. Signs they might buy. Same question. It depends. Or, I don't know. Or, I'm not at liberty to say. It's the same question, isn't it? Step 2 of the channel method, finding the right price to use. So if you're going after a contract and you want to land a target of $1,000 but would like it to be more, like $5,000, then come at the client with these figures. $1,000 is the minimum, they might say, that I'd like to spend. Anything below is not of interest. $5,000 is 5 times the minimum. $25,000 is more than 10 times what you think their budget will be. These are just examples, folks, of bigger ticket items in dealing with the channel method. You purposely want this number to be completely outlandish. This number should be so high that it's literally hard for you to say that number with a straight face. For example, you could say to someone, well, for our SEO package, you could spend $900 a month for it. And watch for their reaction. Whatever it is, and you say, but with my company, because we are so automated and so good at what we do, you can have it for only $139 a month. Number 3, the channel method, finding their budget. Ask this question. Typically, our clients fit into one of 3 channels, 20,000, 100,000, 250,000. Modify those numbers to suit our services. Now, almost every time, without fail, as you utter the highest number, they will stop you mid-sentence. That's exactly what you want, because the next words out of their mouth will be the number on the higher range of what they're willing to spend. And you can bundle everything once you know that number. You can say, well, if you're willing to spend that much money a month, I can set you up with everything that we do. You can have it all right now. You ready to move forward and let me set you up with all of our services? Easily done, folks. Just say it. Eliminate your fears and just go do it. Or they'll say something like this: there's no way we can spend $25,000. Our max budget is about $8,500. Okay. Well, I recommend for you that you should have at least these 2 services, or at least this one service. We're a lot smaller than some of the companies you probably work with. They might say the most we could spend is $3,000 to $4,000. Or in your case, with what you're presenting, they might say the most that we could spend is $300 or $400 a month. Okay, I can set you up with 2 of our products, 2 of our services. Anyways, almost right away, they have given you their max budget. And isn't that what you want? You want to qualify them. Don't spend your time with people that say, we don't have any money. Wish them the best. Leave your card. Ask them when you can check back with them. Tell them to contact you when they have just a little bit of money to get started, because you can help them dramatically once they do. Tell them that your goal is to help them make more money so they don't have to say things like that to the next salesperson that walks in the door and wants to offer them something that can help them. They will appreciate hearing words like that come from you. It will instill in their mind the belief and confidence in you that you're not there just to get your hand in their pocket. You're there to really help them. Call me when you're ready to do something, and I'll help you make more money so you never have to say that to any other salesman who stops by and wants to offer you something to help you make more money also. In other words, subconscious to them, you are setting them up to believe, which should be the case, that all you really want to do is help them. Almost right away, they have given you their max budget. Why does this work so well, you ask? Because the number is so high. They respond emotionally. When you quote a really big number, they think you're saying that you want $5,000 a month. And they're going to open up and they're going to tell you what they can do. And that's what you want. You may be hoping at best to get $1,000, but almost immediately could find out they're willing to pay more than double that. You need to know that number. With that number, you can direct them to the services available for you to offer them. Now, if at this point they still haven't told you their maximum budget, then follow up with this question. Typically, our clients fall into one of 3 budgets. Do any of those numbers speak to you? So there you have it, the channel method. Talk money when you're not comfortable talking money. That's what the channel method is all about. Finding the budget so you can direct them to the products and services that are best for them and fit within their budget. I thank you all for being here this evening. I appreciate it. You've given me the opportunity to help you become a better you, and in the process, you have reciprocated in giving me the opportunity to become a better me through practice.